Oh, look at that Pokemon vintage TCG goodness. But we're not done yet. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fat stacks for us to still take a look at. So stick around as we dive into these continuing 2-year-old PSA returns. Welcome back, guys. Joe R. Vintage Pokemon here, and we have another few, actually, stacks of Pokemon cards to take a look at from basically our 2020 returns. Yes, 2020, and now it's 2022? No, 2021. 2021 returns, as we sent these off in January 2021, and now we're getting them back towards the end of October, actually, is where we're at now, 2022. And you can see we've got some great pulls so far. A couple that we're disappointed in, but we've got some 10s on the Japanese promos, 9s on the base set Charizard. We have a 10 on one Wizard of the Coast Holo over here. That's our Dark Slowbro. And this bad boy, this is really something cool. And we mentioned in the last video, I didn't receive any upcharges for this. This is all submitted under the intentions of it being $200 tier or less, which is why I'm saying now, do not ever pay extra for your tiers. Let them do that. They're doing the same process whether you submit a $1,000 card or a $2 card. So you might as well get your money's worth. And if they want to charge you more, they're going to charge you more. Okay? So let them be the ones to do that for you. And we're going to get started here. We have all English cards in this section of the return. So all Wizards of the Coast, all vintage, all the time. And before we do anything else, make sure you like and subscribe, because this is my favorite thing. I love doing return videos like this. It's just so awesome to see what they come back as, especially if you intended on them going out strong and coming back hot. So first up, we have a Golbat, first edition, Team Rocket set. I love this set. The artwork is amazing on it, and it pulls the Mint 9. So we've got another Mint 9 from the Team Rocket set, and that's really cool. Glad that we have another Mint 9 coming our way down the pipeline. We might have more, and we've got another Dark Golbat. These are all cards still that I purchased ages ago, too. Like, we're talking like, oh, that's a nice swirl there. We're talking like 4 or 5 years ago when prices were relatively low still for a lot of stuff. And this one pulls the Mint 9 again, except this one's got the swirl. So I'm going to +1 on that. I'm going to +$1 on that Golbat for its swirly magic. I'll take 9s all day. I'll take them. I'll take them, especially with this guy. I will take a 9 for you. Please be a 9. Mint 9! We get a Dark Blastoise. First edition, that is a pretty card coming in at the Mint 9. Awesome. Freaking awesome. Take that all day. That should have been upcharged. So awesome, 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 awesome. Really, really amazing stuff. Okay, let's pull another one down. Ooh, this card is tough. This is a tough one. This is a really hard one to grade high. So I'm hoping for a 9. 10 would be unbelievable. I think we have a shot at a 9, though. Near Mint 8. Okay. So that's okay. It's actually not an expensive card. Dark Magneton's relatively cheap. And I love the shadow there of some evil dude, probably. Team Rocket just beating up on his Dark Magnetons. But hard to grade because you see that holo pattern there. It's just nuts. Look at that triple orb magic going on there. It's kind of crazy too. So we're going to put him off to the side. Dark Magneton. Okay, this is a holographic Dark Charizard. And if this can pull a 9 for us, that would be amazing. So let's see. Most expensive card in the set. Coming in hot, we have a near Mint 8. So that's okay. We get the 8 grade on the Dark Charizard. Listen, I'm asking a lot here because I know it had probably a little bit of edge wear on it, a little bit of surface wear. So that's okay for me. I had submitted it as one of the last cards that I had of Dark Charizard for that reason, because it was going to pull an 8 most likely. Still, that's a pretty dicey card. Okay, the Dark Alakazam. I'm hoping that we score a 9 on this because I had a couple 9s and I think I got rid of them with the expectation that one of these would score a 9 for me. So the first one up, a mint 9. So we did good. We did good. We got the mint 9 on this Dark Alakazam. And honestly, I didn't see a lot wrong with this. I feel like it could have been graded a 10, but I mean, that is asking a lot for old Wizards of the Coast cards. So a 9 is really, really good still. And we're going to place him, we'll place him over there. You might recall that we mentioned, by the way, whether or not that was glossy or not. I'm not sure. I know the Pikachu, there's an error on the glossy one for the artist's name. I'm not sure if it's the same deal for the Jigglypuff or not. And it's really hard to tell if it is indeed glossy. It's really hard to tell. So I'm going to have to do some comparisons, take a closer look at it later with some other glossy cards that I have. Okay, Dark Weezing. Pretty easy card to grade normally. I'm expecting this to get the 9, and it comes back a mint 9. So that's really not too surprising. I mean, look at that holo pattern. I mean, it barely shows up even on camera. I mean, so it's got the 9. Nothing crazy there. First edition, though. Everything here, first edition. It's nuts that we have so much first edition magic. Okay, so now we're getting into some Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes. This is Brock. And a lot of these were very clean, so I'm hoping for some 9s or 10s. First up, we have the Near Mint 8 on Brock. That's a pretty card, but an 8, that's a shame that we got the 8 on him. So we're going to have some work to do with our Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes collection if these don't pull 9s like I'd like. Because I really want the mints, okay? This card, if it comes back a 9, I will be surprised. I am hoping for at least an 8 on it, because it is a beautiful card. I mean, Dragonair arts are always really awesome, but this is one of the only ones that's a holographic in early Wizards of the Coast. So what do we got? A Near Mint 8. So we got an 8 on the Erica's Dragonair from Gym Heroes. Okay, that's a pretty card. I'll put that off to the side. I'm hoping that we can pull a 10, because I want to replace some of these guys up here. Moltres. Dark Rockets Moltres. Not Dark Moltres. Rockets Moltres. One's dark. One could be a rocket. So this one's a rocket. And what are we going to pull on Rockets Moltres? The Mint 9! All right. That's an awesome looking card. That goes hand in hand with my Blaine's Moltres now. And I think a lot of people subjectively would prefer the artwork of Blaine's Moltres, but this one is still really cool. And Mint 9, you see there's not a lot going wrong here. It's a really awesome card that we just pulled, coming in hot at the 9. And you know what? I gotta put this away. Here we go. Rockets Moltres. Just have that there for at least a little bit. Okay. All right. We still have like 2 full stacks here. We have the Misty's Gyarados. Misty's Gyarados, first edition, and it's going to get the Mint 9. For Misty's Gyarados. A gorgeous card. Everybody's a huge fan of the Gyaradoses. So we're going to actually take Gyarados. We're going to put him back there. Because that is an awesome looking card. So fierce, Gyarados. Tidal Wave. 70 damage. That's a heavy attack too. Okay, Rocket Scyther. That's a lot of holo pattern there for a Scyther card. And it's going to come at Mint 9. Awesome card. Awesome card. A pretty expensive one too. First edition. Real clean. So now we're talking. We're coming in strong now with these Mint 9s. And we're doing some heavy damage here. So far, I'm very, very happy with this return because we have some really strong cards that came back as 9s. And that's always a really good thing. We've had Dark Slowbro here for a while. We'll replace him with the Rocket Scyther. Because while Dark Slowbro is a 10, and I do love my 10s, that card is really freaking cool. Really cool. Okay, and again, some of these I know for a fact, and the prices will be on screen. They're worth more than what we submitted them at. So again, don't overpay for them to do your grading. Okay, especially when other companies don't do upcharges at all. Okay, we have Rocket Zapdos. Can we get the Mint 9 on Rocket Zapdos? Yes, we can! So now I've got the Moltres The Zapdos, they both hit 9s for me, and that is just a super cool card as well. And I think we're going to actually take Dragonite, and we're going to take Dragonite. Dragonite's really cool from the first video we had. We're going to put him off to the side, and we're going to set down good old Rocket Zapdos right here. So far, so good. Okay, we're rocking it. We're rocking it. Koga's Beedrill. Now, this is a tough card to grade. Look at that swirl there. Right on the end of the stinger almost. And we want a 9 on this at least. I think that's what we're going to get, but maybe it could be an 8. I hope it's a 9. It comes in as the 8. And again, a little bit of surface scratches is what does this card dirty in this case. But, I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful card still. And happy to have it as part of the collection. We're going to set that down right there. Okay? We're not stopping for anything. Next up, whoo! It's weird I forgot that we had Neogenesis in this submission. I actually did forget. This is a really clean card. It is. And I think it has a chance at grading a 10. And if it does, I'm going to do backflips. I'm going to do backflips. If it's a 10, and it's a 9. So it's a really nice card. Comes in at the 9. Definitely easier to grade than T17. So T18, welcome to the party. To be expected, though, coming in at the 9. Hoped for the 10. Hope for the 10. But look at that. That is a really nice card. And we're going to actually replace Moltres from one fire type to another here, guys. We're going to slide you over, Moltres. I mean, we have some vintage fire right now. And you never know what's going to pop up next. You really don't. Next up. Oh, we have some Shadowless cards in here. This is just a Charmander, Shadowless Charmander, and we pull a Mint 9. Mint 9, Shadowless Charmander. We had a few of these that came from theme decks. And considering that we paid $10 to have all of these cards graded, these are always going to make good money. So Shadowless 9, Charmander from base set. That's cool. Take that. Let's see what else we got. Bulbasaur. Shadowless Bulbasaur, and it grades the Mint 9 again. Okay, so Mint 9 on Bulbasaur. Very nice. Okay, Charmander, first edition this time. Will we pull the 10 on this old 1999 first edition base set Charmander? Come on. Mint 9. Okay. And I thought it would pull the 9. I knew a 10 was going to be a long shot. It had a teensy little bit of edge wear in the top back corner, and that's what made the difference, I think. Because the centering's pretty good on this thing. This is a very pretty card. Let's take a look at that first edition stamp. Oof, that's nice. Old, classy, and now part of the family. So we're going to take him. We'll put him over there. That is some old vintage Wizards of the Coast right there. I mean, they're all old vintage, but I mean, okay, we have a base set 2 Venusaur, and I think this is going to get probably an 8 or 7, and it pulls the 8. Okay, so we have a base set 2 Venusaur, and it pulled the 8. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to go with my Mint 9 base set 2 Charizard, and that's all right. So we're going to take this 8, and we're going to put him off to the side just like that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else. Brock's Ninetales. Now, this was one of the few cards that when I submitted, I said I strongly believe this has a chance to grade a 10, potentially. The Brock's Ninetales, because it looked really clean. Can we pull the 10? No, we pulled the 9. Okay, but still really good. If you had to ask me why it got the 9 instead of the 10, you mean, am I crazy? The centering looks really solid on it. You know, it's a dark card, so there's no factory lines on it in any way, shape, or form. And memory serves me right, the back was extremely clean. So your guess is as good as mine. I don't know why this didn't pull a 10. I thought it was going to, honestly. So Brock's Ninetales, welcome to the party. But, or the show, party, good time, whichever. Well, we wish you were a 10. We wish all of these were 10s, as a matter of fact. we have the Giovanni's Machamp, Holo First Edition, and it's going to bring us back the 9 again. So we have the 9 for the First Edition Giovanni's Machamp, and I'm not going to complain about 9s because I'm more about collecting mint condition cards than anything else. That's why even an 8's not too bad, but I really prefer to have the 9s or 10s in my collection. But again, a really clean card for us. So we're going to take that all day. Next up, we have the Giovanni's Nidoking, and I actually previously had graded one of these as a 10. So this one, if it comes back a 10, it's gravy for me, and it is the Mint 9. So Mint 9, Giovanni's Nidoking. That's really awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying this vintage card action. We're just running through base set all the way to Neo Genesis for a lot of these. Sabrina, holographic card. Can we get the 9 or 10? We get the Mint 9 on Sabrina. That's a pretty card right there. We got a swirl right there, bottom left, right above Sabrina's hand. She's working her psychic powers, so to speak. Right, Mr. Panda? Yeah, he's back there. He's just having a good time. Or maybe he's just looking forward to his next piece of bamboo. He's a fat-ass panda. All right. We've got the Legendary Collection Charizard. Again, almost forgot that this was in here. So we've got Legendary Collection Charizard, a very, very tough card to grade. I'm not expecting this to get a 10, but a 9 would be excellent. Can we do it? No, we got a 6. Actually, hold on. I believe there's 2 of them in here. This one I definitely thought was going to pull 6 or 7, but I think we've got another one in this now getting very small stack of cards. So hopefully our next card we can pull a higher grade. But any Charizard graded is a solid Charizard in my book. So we've got the 6 on that. It's really a nothing compared. It's got nothing on base set Charizard Japanese over there. I'm really stoked that I pulled that. Here we go. Here's another one. Redemption time. Redemption. Can we pull? And we could take a look at the back side of this card, and it looks pretty clean. I think there's a little whitening top left corner there. Can we pull at least an 8 for this? At least an 8. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, all right. We got the 8 for this card. Cool. All right. So I actually had previously pulled this as an 8. If you recall, last time we did a Pokemon Returns video from Ludkins, I did manage to pull a 9 of this card and an 8. So this time we get an 8 and a 6. So not too bad, not too bad. And at that time, prices were going like through the roof too. I managed to sell that 8 for, I think it was like a cool $1,000 last time. I don't think that's where the prices are right now, but really happy to get that. Okay, we have another Neo Genesis card, and this one again, centering a little off, but it was a really clean copy. So I'm really hoping that this can pull the 9 for us. For Alligator, 120 HP, one of the few vintage WOTC cards to have that much HP. And it pulls a near mint 8. Oh, man. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that was going to pull a 9 for us. I really did. So that's a little bit surprising. A little surprising. There's a lot of hollow pattern going on there, but I thought that was going to pull the 9 for us because it is really clean. It really is. And it would have gone so nice with our Typhlosion there. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. No 10s in this submission so far. Well, in this portion of the submission. Of course, I didn't really expect them from these particular cards. Meganium, First Edition, Neo Genesis, again. And I really love this card because it's got like the palm tree in the background. Expecting this to pull a 9, hopefully. Let's see. Near mint 8. Okay, so we got the 8 on the Feraligatr, and we got the 8 now on the Meganium. Really pretty card. Not 100% sure what the issue is with this one. I think it might have been a little bit on edge wear, but I'd have to take a closer look at it later. You guys might be able to see something on your end. I'm just looking through a camera screen, but super awesome to pull the Meganium in a high grade of an 8. That's really nice. And you can get anything from 8 to 10. Any of those cards I consider to be pack fresh, you know? Because you could get those, you could get a 7 out of a pack. I think I remember seeing good old TCA Gaming. He pulled a first edition base set Charizard from a pack, and it came back as a nice minty 7. So, I mean, you never know when it comes to pack fresh cards, and that's what most of these were. So next up, we have the Weezing, Dark Weezing, Team Rocket set. Once again, here we go. And we get the Mint 9 on that one as well. So, Mint 9, Dark Weezing. Put him off to the side. Biggest hits so far that we've got the first edition Typhlosion coming at the 9. We've got the Dark Blastoise coming in at the 9, and we've got a couple more 9s over here. Those have all been really awesome so far. A Dark Raichu. We have one more Dark Raichu. I think this is our last one. We got an 8 previously, or was it a 6? I think I might have got a, no, it was a 7, I think. So this one would be great if we get a little redemption. We get the Near Mint 8 on the first edition secret rare, first secret rare that Wizards of the Coast ever released, and we get an 8 on it. So we've got another 8 there for us. We're going to put that right up there. One card left, guys. This is it. 1 year. Oh, and it's a Dark Alakazam. I think this might be the third one, too. I think I submitted 3. This is the last card of this 52-card submission. Last card of the 52-card submission that we have here. Thanks for watching again, folks. I hope you enjoyed this vintage content. Pray for us that we can end on a 10. If it's a 9, I'll take that too. Once, twice. Oh! Wah, 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 wah. All right, well, you know, we had a good time. We have 9s across the board here. We got 10s in part 1, where we had a lot of really incredible hits, including that base set Japanese Charizard, which we cracked and sent back in, pulling the 9 there. I feel like PSA definitely upped their grading standards a little bit. Some of these cards that came back 8s, I feel like they could have been 9s in the past, or maybe even if I chose to crack and resubmit, and I might. I'm going to take a close look at them. If I crack and resubmit, there's a chance they could pull a 9 the next time through. But we'll have to think hard about that because it does cost money to do something like that. And we did get a lot of really great cards here today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't ever pay more for your submissions than you need to. Let them tell you that. That's my motto. And check us out next time. We've got another great return coming your way because I got this back 1 year and 10 months, almost 2 years. And I got a return back from just 3 months ago already. So we've got another one coming up. And you check us out later on this channel. Joe R, Vintage Pokemon. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.